reliability, safety, and trust. And here in Indianapolis, we're honored to be at the heart of that mission. We collaborate with asset owners, operators, helping them stay ahead of NERC standards and grid demands. Our electrical engineering and compliance experts provide hands-on support tailored to your fleet. As expectations rise and regulations evolve, you deserve a partner who brings more than just expertise. You need commitment, clarity, and confidence.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines?
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with on-demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to Kokomo Municipal Stadium, Game 2 of the HCAC baseball tournament. This time, it's the number 4 seeded Panthers of Hanover and 5th seeded Ravens of Anderson. Both teams looking to advance to the winner's bracket. Today's game being brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer since 1955. 5 Central Indiana locations. Reynolds meets all your equipment parts and service needs. Boilermaker Local 374, representing skilled workers across Indiana. Discover the Boilermaker advantage with Local 374. Morales Group Staffing, building better futures, one store at a time. Let us help you find your next opportunity. Visit Kokomo. No matter what you're looking to explore, Kokomo has something for you. And the IndianaSRN sports page, from the court to the field, IndianaSRN brings it home daily. Sports information, high school, college, and pro sports. Troy Dergowski, Chris Schumer, Game 2. Chris, 3 hours, 38 minutes for Game 1. We're hoping that'll be quicker in this game. But really, this isn't, I would consider a toss-up here between Hanover and Anderson.
Yeah, one of the things I was noticing was that these two teams trended in the opposite direction to finish the season. Anderson lost 5 of their last 6. Hanover won 6 of their last 7. Otherwise, these two teams might be seated opposite as they are. So Hanover, you have to think, is a little bit of the favorite. But, yeah, a little bit of a toss-up.
By the way, Wyatt Colvin will go in Game 1 for Hanover. He will be making his 10th start, 54 and a third innings, 76 hits, 47 runs, 42 earned, 33 strikeouts, and 20 walks. This year he's 4-1 with an ERA of 6.96. And get this, Chris, opposing batting average at .336. So Hanover going with number 2, hoping he can get a win in this first game.
Yeah. And I noticed a name, Stawitsky, how do you say that? Zach Stowski, not in the lineup for Anderson, even though he's leading the conference in batting average. So I don't know if that's an injury situation or not, but that seems important.
All right, we are underway as Trey Dorton leading things off for the Ravens. And takes that pitch low for a ball, so quickly 3-0. The pitch by Colvin in there for called strike, now 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch, grounded to the second baseman, Hippinger. Throw to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting number 45, Daniel Baruka.
Here is Daniel Baruka. Baruka 317 on the year, no home runs and 24 runs driven in. Hanover pitching this year, needless to say, when you look at the numbers, this one popped up high in the air. Right fielder near the warning track will make the catch, and there is 2 away.
Now batting number 7, Griffin Wolf.
Fox Spears in right field, and that'll bring up Griffin Wolf. I was about to say for the Panthers, their numbers are not good this year. An ERA of 7.11. They're giving up nearly 8 runs per game. They've given up 34 home runs. And opposing teams are hitting them at .295 on the year. So needless to say, pitching has certainly been an Achilles heel this season for the Panthers. But 2 quick outs for Colvin. Griffin Wolf at .360 on the year, popped up left side. And that will nearly be caught by Kirk, the third baseman, as he slides very close to the dugout there for the Panthers.
And Wolf just one of the guys on Anderson's team that is scattered throughout the top 10 in all kinds of offensive statistics in the conference, including slugging percentage, including doubles. So certainly a potent bat in their lineup.
behind the plate today for the Panthers. There's a swing and a miss. Will be Ben Brittingham. Bush is down at first, Pippinger's at second, Jones at short, and Kirk at third. Morwick's in left, Schaefer in center, and Spears is in right. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Wolf. Wolf, one of the leaders in the league at 44 runs driven in. Here's the pitch, and almost got him on that one. 3-2. An Anderson team this year from a hitting standpoint have held their own, as that'll be a 2-out walk, and that'll bring up Dortch.
Yeah, from a on-paper perspective, it's hard to understand why they didn't win more games than they did. They're third in overall pitching in the conference. They're first in overall fielding.
Well, certainly something in the equation has put them at a lower seed. Fly ball left center. Morwick coming on. He will make the catch, and that'll do it for Anderson. Top of the first. No score.
Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
Founded in 1855 as the South's first interracial and co-educational college, Berea is committed to ensuring that financial barriers never limit a student's potential. For more than 130 years, we've upheld a powerful promise: no student pays tuition. We also cover housing, food, and fees for most students. We've relied primarily on endowment earnings as well as critical government partnerships to make this possible. Federal and state grants provide $6.4 million, about 10% of our annual budget, through Pell Grants, scholarships, and Work Colleges funds. These essential resources support critical student services, including our nationally recognized labor program, where each student gains practical work experience to complement their classroom learning. This support, along with our endowment, allows Berea to prioritize student success over tuition fees, empowering graduates to lead, serve, and achieve their dreams. I'm Julian, a senior communication major. Thanks to federal and state support of Berea's mission, I and every other Berea College student can focus on our dreams rather than debt.
Braden Ritchie starting today for Anderson. 5-4 this season, 64 2/3 innings, giving up 36 runs, 28 earned. He has an ERA of 3.90. And Morwick, the leadoff hitter, hitting at 400 this year. Fastball fouled away, caught a piece of Stiller, the catcher. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Earlier today, Rose-Hulman beat Franklin 15-9. Tapper back to the mound, and Ritchie will make the out. And there's 1 away. Here's Schaefer. Jack Schaefer, 289 on the year, 4 home runs and 18 runs driven in. Hanover this year only a 263 batting average. In fact, this is a lineup that really will not scare you a whole lot. The only player that you look at, certainly Morwick, the leadoff hitter, as that one hits him. But as a team, Hanover this year, 263 on the year. They've only scored 227 runs. That's under 6 runs per game. They average 8 hits. Their slugging percentage, get this, at only .365, and their on-base percentage at .313.
These two teams did face each other in the last series of the regular season. Hanover took 2 of 3 in that series. All the games were close, so we can expect probably a close one here.
Yeah, first game Hanover won that one 6-4. Hanover led 6-1 going into the bottom of the 9th inning. Ground ball foul. Anderson had scored 3 runs as well late in that game. That was a final of 6-4 Hanover. They won the second game, speaking of Hanover, 4-2. Ben Brittingham had a pretty good series. In fact, the first 2 games he really hit well as that's fouled away. And then the last game, a really well-pitched game, 2-1 the final. Is Anderson able to get the win there? Braden Ritchie went 7 1/3 innings, striking out 5 and walking 3. Michael Kirk at 279 on the year. Runner takes off, popped up right side. Runner's going to have to get back. Ball hit to right field. Baruka is there, and can he double him off? And he does. Schaefer, a base running error. After 1, no score.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
The Discovery Program was designed for students coming out of high school who show academic potential and maybe they don't meet one of our initial admissions requirements here. So the program is designed for these students to have extra tools for success, such as skills building classes as well as access to our Learning Resource Center. There's 3 different admissions requirements for the program. The first thing that we're going to need is an essay. This is just explaining why you think you'll be successful here at Bluffton University in our Discovery Program. There's no word count, no format or anything, just you explaining why you'll be successful here. The second thing we'll need is a recommendation form. This is just a form that I email to you, and you can give it to your teacher or a guidance counselor and have them fill it out. And once I get both of those, we go forward with an interview with Jackie Slinger. She is our Director of Academic Development Services here, and that is the last requirement we have. The submission process is very simple. All you have to do with the essay and recommendation form is send them directly to me at my email address, and then the interview, that's something that I'll set up. I'll find a good time for you and Miss Slinger, and we'll get that all set up for you.
Back here in Kokomo, as we head to the top of inning number 2, to be Dylan Hogan to lead things off.
Sense a little change of energy there on that double play to end the first. Little difference with Anderson being as close as they are. Maybe as much of a home team as we have in this tournament.
Hogan at .314, 5 home runs, 27 runs driven in, and Colvin's first pitch is a called strike. Anybody's familiar with Kokomo and Anderson, they're high school-wise both in the North Central Conference. So again, you're right, they're not very far away from a location standpoint. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Chop foul. Brittinger coming out from behind the plate very quickly, very good catcher. We will see the number 1 seed, Earlham Quakers, coming up in our 3rd game. That's ripped into left field for a base hit. That'll bring up Jackson Camp. 375. No home runs, 3 runs driven in. Hanover had John Gerard named to the first team all-conference team. He was the only player that made first team. pitch is low and outside. Anderson did not get a player on the first team. Trey Dorton made second team, as did Braden Ritchie. Swing and a miss. And Griffin Wolf. Transylvania and Earlham, the top two teams, pretty much dominating first and second team honors. Swing and a miss once again by Camp. One ball, two strikes. Pitch high and inside, snap throw to first, a little bit off the mark. Always nice to have a good glove down at first, and Caden Bush potentially saving that ball from going into right field. Break-even pitch, swing and a miss. First strikeout for Colvin, and with one away, that'll bring up Stiller. Stiller 238 on the year, no home runs and 14 runs driven in. The pitch by Colvin is high for a ball. Check swing to the first baseman. Bush will step on the bag. Hogan advancing down to second, and there's two away.
Basically operates as a sacrifice there by accident.
Here's Kellen Bailey, 258 on the year, home run and 12 runs driven in. So again, 2 outs. Hogan with a lead at second base, and the breaking pitch is a called strike. We've had pretty much clear skies, though still sunshine here as we're past 2:30, but clouds are beginning to roll in. That'll be ripped foul. Boy, in our first game early, the skies were very clear, and I know that some of the fielders, especially in the outfield, had a difficult time with the high sky. Two balls and two strikes. Grounded toward the shortstop. Jones will throw to first, a high throw, but staying on the bag is Bush. Anderson leaves a man on. We head to the bottom of the second inning, no score.
Poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh Maine lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Head to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Josh Simpson, Fox Spears, and Ben Brittingham. Simpson having a good year, 336, 8 home runs and 37 runs driven in. And the first pitch fouls it away. Rose-Hulman with their win earlier today. They play Transylvania tonight. That pitch low and outside. Earlham will get to the winner of this game. Low and outside once again. Two balls and a strike now to Simpson. That's low and outside. Swing and a miss. Big cut there by Simpson.
Richie, just a freshman. They must be pretty excited about him.
Off the bat foul. Yeah, it's nice to have a player like Richie, knowing you're going to have him another 3 years, and the way he had stepped up this season for the Ravens.
Of course, in today's world, you don't know if you're going to have him for one more season, let alone three. But
exactly. That one hit with the middle, base hit by Simpson. And that'll bring up now Fox Spears. Spears 288, a home run, 16 runs driven in. Yeah, funny thing is you think, well, I want my pitcher or my player to be as good as he can possibly be and yada, yada, yada. But then the next thing with he gets too good, then he might transfer.
Yes.
Third baseman Bailey will take away the bunt as the pitch is a called strike.
Seymour, Indiana.
That pitch caught the outside corner for a strike.
Really hitting his spots. Tell he's a pitcher that relies on location.
Popped up, left field. Dorsch is there, will make the catch, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 33, Ben Brittingham.
Here's Ben Brittingham. Brittingham at 313 on the year, no home runs and 12 runs driven in. Boy, you see so many similarities between these two teams. Foul tipped and held on by Stiller. Not a whole lot of power on either side. They don't score a ton of runs, and pitching this year has been suspect, especially for the Panthers. Pitches low and inside. And the thing is, it's not easy to go out there and find really good pitchers. Because generally, if they're very, very good, they want to play at a higher level. So you got to be very selective on who you can go find. Fly ball into right field. Coming on and not making the play is Becerra in right field. And now runners at first and second. That one just enough out of the infield. And that'll bring up Trey Pippinger. 214 on the year, no home runs and 21 runs driven in. You know, one other difference that you probably see more now in college athletics with the transfer rules, this one is hit foul, is players are always looking, again, whatever advantage they can get, signing those NIL deals and all that. But you want to go to a winning program. And it's hard to convince a player to come to your program if you can't pay them and you're not winning.
The swapping around at the end of every season is so, you want to be a fly on the wall in some of those conversations. You're like, on the one hand, like, we barely won any games, but someone wanted to be there. They filled the roster.
Yeah.
You gotta know what your pitch is. We're a place that's on the rise, or we're a place that fits your style, or.
That one hit well into center field. Dorton back to make the catch. Runners will return, and now 2 away.
Now, plate number 44, Caden Bush.
I don't know about you, and here is Caden Bush. I don't know if it's good for college athletics. It probably is okay in the short term, but in the long term, what is it going to look like?
Who's going to graduate?
I'm not sure how any of them do when you're going from one school to the next for 4 years. Grounded in the hole, that'll get through. Simpson rounding third, they'll wave him on. Here's the throw to the plate, it's cut off, and Hanover leads it 1-0.
Should have thrown that ball to second base. Probably had a play there.
So Bush driving in the run, third hit of this half inning, and that'll bring up Trevor Jones.
Here's another look. There's the cutoff. He turns around, but doesn't make the throw at second.
Trevor, 223 on the year, no home runs in, 19 runs driven in. Richie's pitch is outside for a ball. We talk about that whole NIL deal, and I noticed you guys were talking in our first game about no shot clock in high school basketball, but the Indiana High School Athletic Association did approve the NIL stuff.
Yes.
Pitches high and outside. So I don't understand the logic behind that when you say we love tradition, and yet at the same time, NIL is not tradition. It's new, but it's not tradition.
Yeah, and, what are they going to be the downstream effects of some of that?
Pitch is low. Well, we already have the situation now where you can transfer once, but let's be honest about it, you really can transfer about any time you want to. It's a different world now. 3 balls and no strikes. Jones underneath the chin, and that'll be ball 4. Bases loaded now for Hanover, and we move to the top of the order now in Morwick.
I want to see the economic study. Where's the money coming from? And what did that money use to get spent on?
Yeah, exactly. I figure that what I'll do, Chris, like you will do, we'll just show up and do the game, right? How much else I can do?
But how do we get, NIL for broadcasters?
Oh, it'll start now. Swing and a miss. We'll have little signs on our backs when people walk behind us. We'll have advertising back there. Got to figure out what my pose would look like in the NIL, image. You got to do
commercial.
the image thing. Yeah. Pitch on the way, low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, I'm kind of like you, too. You just begin to wonder how much money is out there to be spent on all of this.
To what extent are we depleting communities so that they can pay for their local college?
Good question.
Not for the college itself, but for the athletes that trickle through for a year before they move on to their upgrade.
What was your return, right? The 2-1, good cut as Morwick fouls it away. Yeah, you put all that money into one player, and if he leaves after a year, what is your return on that player? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Pitch low and outside, so everything will be put in motion right here.
It's a great start for Hanover. you know, in a game where we kind of expect runs to be at a premium a little bit.
Yeah, especially against Ritchie, who held him in check his last outing. Chopper left side, third baseman, the underhanded throw, and he throws it away. 2 runs will score, and it's now 3-0. Bailey kind of underhanded that thing and just threw it away.
Well, and I think he was a little bit surprised he couldn't go to second, but you got to know that situationally. The runners are in motion, and so you got to throw it across.
So here is Schaefer. Boy, huge mistake by Bailey. First error of the ball game. And now 3 runs across here in the top of the second. Schaefer was hit by a pitch in the first inning. And that pitch came inside. Not a good start here for the Ravens. Base hit, could score 2. The pitch grounded to the third baseman, Bailey. This time he'll throw a strike to first and get the out, but the damage done. 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
At Riskwork, we're Team Indiana through and through. From coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
Hanover College is in beautiful Hanover, Indiana. The campus itself sits on 650 acres on the Ohio River. The people at Hanover College are as warm and welcoming as the campus itself.
There are a few things that come to mind to make me excited for students to join the Hanover OTD program. First, students should be excited about Hanover's OTD program because of its unique curriculum. Our OT program is a hybrid program, meaning that students have the flexibility to remain at home during interactive, engaging discussions and travel to campus during certain times of the year to attend intensive lab immersions. Because of the unique structure of our OTD program, you finish your OTD in 2 years, and that's exciting.
Hanover says it is a place for you to belong, and there's truly a place for every student here finding their own experiences and opportunities at Hanover College.
I chose Hanover College's Occupational Therapy Doctorate program because it's a hybrid program. This is a second career for me, so I love the fact that I am able to do a hybrid schedule.
Inning number 2 brought to you by Oscar Pizza as we move now to Potts. Will lead things off. Ian Potts.
Leading off the top of the third, number 3.
Say inning number 3 brought to you by Hacienda Mexican Restaurants. I'm one behind. That's what a 3-hour and 38-minute game will do to you. Potts 216 on the year, no home runs and 15 runs driven in. So Colvin has a 3-run cushion here in the third. Potts, the number 9 hitter for the Ravens, takes that one for a called strike. This one hit up the middle. Jones charging and throwing, one away. And we'll move to the top of the order now, Trey Dorton. Dorton grounded out to Pippinger at second base in the first inning. Today's broadcast is a copyright production of HCAC.TV and the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Any use, reproduction, or distribution of audio or video without the express written permission of those two entities is strictly prohibited. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Grounded hard in the hole, backhanded by Jones. Has to make a good throw, and he will not get him at first base. Good effort by Jones.
That was a great play by Jones. He almost got him.
So Dorton on to first base.
Shows he's got the arm to make that throw from the hole.
Daniel Barica steps to the plate. 0 for 1. He flew out to right field in the first inning. Now hitting at .317. Colvin with the pitch. Good cut there by Barica. One of these, in fact, if you look at both of these teams in a stolen base standpoint, again, they're not two teams that will really scare you a whole lot. Well, that could have gotten by at first. Anderson with 81 stolen bases on the season. Hanover with just 51. The 0-1 pitch hit foul once again. Good cut by Barica. Teams that have caused the most problems on the base paths are Transylvania 132, Earlham with 128, and Franklin with 126. Chopper to the second baseman Pippinger. His only play is at first. So 2 away here for Wolf.
Anderson, number 7, Griffin Wolf.
Anderson, you've got your 3-hole here. Runner on second. Early deficit. This would be a huge.
They're not going to give him a chance either.
Yeah, he's not going to swing.
They will walk Wolf to get to Dorsch. So Wolf on down to first base.
And now batting number 12, John Dorsch.
Dorsch 314 on the year, 4 home runs and 20 runs driven in. And if you want to make a team regret walking Wolf, Dorsch can come up big here. Throw down to second. Jones able to sneak behind the base runner.
Yeah, that was a lot of confidence in that throw for as much of a gap as there was.
One thing for sure, we have seen a couple of errors on our 2 games that have been costly. Throw down to second again. Now, I've known players, when they lay on that tag, I mean, they really lay it on hard, too. I want you to think about getting that lead again. Popped up, left side. Could be trouble. Kirk is in foul territory, squeezes it for the final out, so the intentional walk works. Anderson comes up empty. Hanover leads at 3-0.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
This summer, I completed an internship at Speedway Indoor Karting, also known as SIK, and this was my 3rd summer with them as an intern. It's literally just a few minutes right down the road from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is where the Indy 500 takes place. One of my favorite things about the internship was that the director of engagement allowed me to focus more on the things that I wanted to look into. So as the summers began going by, I realized that marketing was kind of where I wanted to end up, customer service, communications, that type of stuff, which is why I ended up deciding we narrowed down my position to becoming the marketing intern. And so a lot of my day-to-day now, my main focus is social media, so
The traffic czar.
Hi, welcome back. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, brought to you by Hacienda Mexican Restaurants. It'll be Michael Kirk. Flew out to right field his first time up. Richie's pitch is outside for a ball. Swing and a miss. Here's the scenario here. The winner of this game plays again in the next game. They'll get the number 1 seed, Earlham. We talk about a strategy here that you've got to be very wise with this pitching staff and hope that you don't have to go into that bullpen very deep at all. 2 balls and a strike now to Kirk. You talk about a team that Earlham batting-wise near 300. They're not the number 1 team by far, really, from a batting average standpoint. But, boy, the middle of that lineup can crush the baseball.
Well, and it is not that they would ever say this, but you almost approach that game like you're basically going to lose. And so you're what pitching are you going to waste?
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. It is a conundrum. It's a tough one to figure out how you're going to do it as Josh Simpson steps to the plate, singled and scored in the 2nd inning.
It's like the games in the major leagues where you end up throwing a position player on the mound just to kind of get through the game.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that either one of these 2 teams will welcome the challenge. Popped up right side. And the first baseman, Wolf, there to squeeze it for out number 1. Good communication there for the Ravens.
Now batting number 0, Fox Spears.
And as a competitor, you know what? You say I'm going to go and let's play. I don't care who it is. But from a coaching standpoint, it is difficult. Here's Fox Spears. Flew out to left field in the 2nd inning. We're in the bottom of inning number 3 here in game 2. Ritchie comes set, short lead down at first by Kirk. Grounded toward the second baseman.
Oh.
Nice turn by the second baseman, and the relay Hogan on to Wolf. Potts, Hogan, Wolf, and that'll do it for Hanover. We head to the 4th, 3-0 Panthers.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine.
All right, guys. Look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving.
When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get 'em.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
My name's Nate Chambers, and I'm a CICU nurse intern. Every day does look different. A lot of it's just assessments and medication administration. A lot of learning about all the defects we deal with here on the CICU. You never know what you're walking into, and it's part of the reason why I love my job. So I did my undergrad at the Mount. I graduated in 2019 with my biology degree. Made a very late game switch to nursing and got my master's in nursing, graduating in 2024. It was very challenging. We covered different aspects of all different kinds of sciences. We did professionalism, and so it prepared me for all things that we covered in my job. Then it also taught me how to interact with my coworkers, be professional in the workplace, and
Back once again here in Kokomo. We're going to take a look at that very, very nice double play just moments ago.
Ian Potts for Anderson. Could have very easily just decided I'm going to throw that ball over to first base. He makes the difficult throw back, and then he gets some help from his teammate to complete the double play.
Might be the best defensive play we have seen all day. Dylan Hogan will lead things off here in the 4th inning. 4th inning brought to you by Hampton Inn of Kokomo. Hogan singled in the 2nd inning. Coleman set to throw. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. Hogan had a home run cut. Hogan 5 home runs this year, 27 runs driven in. Here's the 0-1. Popped up right side. Bush in foul territory. Near the dugout. Reaches over. He can't make the play.
That's what you're talking about from the first game, right? Not getting a lot of help over there.
No. You notice that the Anderson players along the top of the dugout on the fence waited the last second to move out of the way, too. No balls, 2 strikes now to Hogan. Pitch up high. So far, Colvin has pitched well here through 3. Ground ball to the third baseman, Kirk. 1 away.
Now batting number 15.
Here's Jackson Camp. Camp struck out in the second inning. That is the only strikeout so far today for Colvin. Saw Brittingham setting up on the outside corner of the plate. And Colvin now ahead in the count at no balls and a strike, and he's working quickly. That's pop foul.
Which I know you're disappointed about.
Working quickly?
Yeah.
You know how I felt coming up here, that pitch outside. I was okay when I got up this morning. I was okay when I left at 7:25. I was not okay at 9:23.
See all that reaction from Hanover, you know, and he did hit his spot there, but he was set up in the batter's box.
Schaefer going back on in the left center field, squeezes that one for out number 2. That'll bring up Zayden Stiller. Stiller 0 for 1.
There is some optics to calling balls and strikes. I've heard many umpires say that, you know, if you throw a strike in the inside corner but you sit up on the outside corner, if you call that a strike, you make me look bad.
Good point.
So hitting your spot matters, but not maybe quite that much.
That one jams him, popped up, and the first baseman, Bush, back on it for the final out here in the 4th. We head to the bottom half, inning number 4, 3-0 Hanover.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine.
All right, guys. Look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving. When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get 'em.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
My name's Nate Chambers, and I'm a CICU nurse intern. Every day does look different. A lot of it's just assessments and medication administration. A lot of learning about all the defects we deal with here on the CICU. You never know what you're walking into, and it's part of the reason why I love my job. So I did my undergrad at the Mount. I graduated in 2019 with my biology degree. Made a very late game switch to nursing and got my master's in nursing, graduating in 2024. It was very challenging. We covered different aspects of all different kinds of sciences. We did professionalism, and so it prepared me for, you know, all things that we covered in my job. Then it also taught me how to interact with my coworkers, be professional in the workplace, and care for families and these sick kids. Dr. McPherson had the biggest impact on me. She was my PEDS instructor and then director of the program. When you think of a director of the program, you think of a very higher up that isn't going to interact with you much, but having her as a PEDS instructor.
Back here in Kokomo, moved to the bottom of the 4th inning. Brittingham, Pippinger, and Bush all due up. 4th inning brought to you by Hampton Inn of Kokomo. Brittingham continues to hit well against Anderson pitching. Has a base hit and a run scored today at a really good series in those 3 games at the end of the season as he swings at this one and hits it foul. The 0-1 pitch up high. Now the 1-1. Popped up right side. Wolf will watch this one sail out of play. We have not seen a fan make a catch yet of any foul balls. We eventually will put Chris downstairs to see if he can snag one or two, show him how it's done. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I'll take the microphone with me.
There you go. Break-even pitch. Hit high in the air, center field. Dorton will make the catch, 1 away. Don't think the outfielder's having the same difficulty with the Skies had earlier, though. It looked like maybe at a moment there that Dorton had lost it.
Yeah, he had to take a few steps to his left there at the last minute.
Maybe still battling a little sun here as this one hit to right field. Baruka is there, makes the catch, and 2 quick outs here in the 4th.
How about that?
Here's Bush. Caden, a run scored, one of the 3 in the 2nd inning. Also had one of the 3 hits in that inning.
By the way, they're done with their 2nd game over at the softball tournament. Transylvania 4, Manchester 3.
Is that the 3rd or 2nd game?
2nd.
That one hit well into left field. Dorsch will not get to this one as it lands at the base of the fence. Heading to 2nd is Bush with a stand-up double. 2nd hit of the ball game now for Bush. Here's Trevor Jones.
Let's see what you're talking about, the pitch speed now. 113 out there. Wow.
Boy, that's fast.
Got some studs out there.
No kidding. Jones walked his only time up, left stranded at 3rd in that 2nd inning. The pitch by Ritchie, line toward the shortstop. Hogan makes the catch and the double for Knott. After 4, 3-0 Hanover.
Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
John Munster, who was both the athletic director and the basketball coach at the time, wrote me a letter. Said, we're interested in you coming to the school. And so I did in January or February of 1977 and kind of fell in love with the school. And I felt like if I can get a degree here, I'm going to get a job, and that mattered a lot to me. Hi, I'm Steve Hill, CEO and president of the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. I get to work with an amazing team to promote Las Vegas as the #1 tourist destination and the go-to place for conventions, sports, and entertainment. We've helped expand the convention center, launch the Vegas Loop, and bring big events like the Super Bowl, Formula One, and WrestleMania to town. As chairman of the Stadium Authority, I also help oversee Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders, and the future A's ballpark.
We head to the top of the 5th inning, brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment. 3-0 Hanover. It'll be Bailey, Potts, and Dorton due up for the Ravens. Ravens trying to get this offense going that has struggled so far here today. Managing just 2 hits now through the first 4 innings.
6th in the conference in overall batting. Average of .293, which isn't horrible. Should be able to get something going.
Well, Colvin that time got Bailey to swing at that first pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. As Chris had mentioned a couple of moments ago, we're also keeping you up to date on the softball tournament that's going on. Fly ball center field. Schaefer makes the catch for out number 1. Since that intentional walk of Wolf, that is now 5 straight retired by Colvin. And here's Ian Potts. But once the scores start rolling in from the HCAC softball tournament. We'll pass those along to you. Potts is 0 for 1. He grounded out his last time up and pops this one foul to our right. And another missed opportunity for a fan. Remember times that fans would just scramble after a baseball? Nobody does that here. It's like, hey, whatever. Pop up again.
Just because all of these, like if you look out there, there's no kids here. They're all in school. And these parents are like, you know, this is just a relaxing, leisurely day we get to have.
Isn't it? Jones will field and throw, and 2 away. And top of the order now, Dorton.
Have you ever seen a baseball game with this few kids?
No.
There's literally no one.
No. Now, let's be brutally honest. When I was a kid, we would have skipped school to be here. Okay, see, so we do have a kid here, our producer. He's a kid at heart. There's a called strike. I used to skip school to watch the World Series when I was a kid because they'd play day games.
Did your parents know you were doing it?
No.
Where did you watch it?
We would go to a local hotel that had a TV in the lobby.
The hotel wasn't
wasn't
all concerned about
not
the
a
random
word.
kids just walked in, watched
Not
the
a
World
word.
Series.
Nope, didn't care. One ball and one. Hey, it's different times. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
Did they also give you a continental breakfast while you were watching?
Maybe they thought I looked older than I was. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
No, they just heard your commentary and they're like, yeah.
Yeah, he's all right. By the way, umpire said 2 balls, 2 strikes. Scoreboard says 3-1. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Popped him up right side. Spears is there. Another easy inning for Colvin.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours. So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple. Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
Ghost Fox comes from Japanese superstition. So we spent 3 years in Japan, and that's where our winemaking really started to grow. And in Japan, when you answer the phone, you say moshi moshi, and you get a moshi moshi in response. And the idea is that foxes can't say moshi, and ghosts can't say it twice. And so you're doing that to ward off any sort of trickster spirits. And so we thought that was kind of a cute way of paying homage to our beginnings.
The first thing I think of when I think about Transy are friendships, Josh being one of them. He was one of my first friends at Transy, and that friendship has lasted.
Head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Morwick, Schaefer, and Kirk as we move to the top of the order now for the Panthers, leading at 3-0. 5th inning again brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment. Ravens offense has been held in check. There's a called strike. Morwick so far today is 0 for 2. Grounded to the shortstop. Hogan takes it on the high hop, and there's one away.
Now batting number 12, Jack Schaefer.
Jack Schaefer is 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch back in the first inning, grounded out in the second.
All these first pitch at bats.
Swing and a miss.
And to their credit, you know, it's not all accident or chance, right? These pitchers are putting the ball in the zone.
Yeah. Strike 2. And I like Richie because he just gets the ball and let's go. Not a whole lot of looking at the catcher. Stiller gets the sign, is ready to throw. Struck him out. 3 pitches.
pumping himself up out there, too.
Number 28, Michael Kirk.
So here is Michael Kirk. Kirk 0 for 1 with a walk. Well, now he's hoping, Richie, is that the offense will get going sometime pretty soon. Chop foul. Saw Earlham's coach Steve Sakasitz, who will be playing next. In fact, a few minutes before the start of this game. They're excited and ready to go. They won the championship here back in 2022. Ground ball to Hogan. And another 1-2-3 inning. We head to the top of the 6th inning, 3-0 Hanover.
Poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh Maine lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Hey, my name is Ian Oshel. I'm an Anderson University grad of 2017, and I am soon to be a resident emergency physician at University of New Mexico. When I first started at AU in 2013, one of my first classes was an English class which focused on an ethnography project, which essentially means a study of a people group. I remember seeing a poster session for the Christian Center, which involves students going to the local homeless shelter and getting to engage with the homeless population of Anderson, Indiana. Instead of simply being an outreach where you serve meals to the homeless community, we had the opportunity to cross the threshold and get to eat meals with the community and get to learn about their stories and build relationships. What I initially perceived as a simplistic issue of homelessness became something so heterogeneous and so dynamic, but really expanded my perspective on the future and what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. When I made the decision to go into emergency medicine, it was one that was very much as though it had fallen into my lap, realizing that all the time I'd spent at the shelter paralleled very well.
Head of the 6th inning, brought to you by Jimmy John's. It'll be Baruka, Wolf, and Dorschall due up for the Ravens. Daniel 0 for 2 today. He has flown out and grounded out. So far, Colvin had a certainly interesting regular season, but he is pitching very well here today. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Chopper toward the first baseman. Easy play for Bush. There's one away. Here's Wolf. 7 in a row retired by Colvin. 8 of 9. He gave up the intentional walk to Wolf and got the out of Dorsch in that 3rd inning. Fly ball, deep center.
That's why right there.
Schaefer going back on it, and Schaefer reaching up, can't get to it as it bounces off the wall. Wolf on his way to 3rd. He'll be in with a stand-up triple.
Now back number 12, John Dorsch.
So that stops 7 in a row by Colvin. And here's Dorsch. John Dorsch 0 for 2. Kirk is playing off the line down at 3rd. They're anticipating a pull hitter here. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Dorsch flew out to left field in the 1st inning, flew out to the 3rd baseman in the 3rd.
Anderson's needed that for about 5 innings.
Yeah. Pitch a little outside.
Now you have to find a way to either advance the runner or get on base. in terms of your approach in this at bat. One of the two.
1-1 pitch ripped
That'll
into
work.
right field, base hit. Wolf will score. Dorsch gets the RBI, and it's now 3-1. Just like that, a different ball game.
Now the plate number 13, Dylan Hogan.
Here's Dylan Hogan. Are you guys telling me I should not have counted 7 in a row and all that and just leave it alone?
I'm not telling you anything, Troy.
Hogan 1 for 2, had a single back in the second inning. Low and outside. We mentioned Colvin's numbers, especially in that ERA at over 7. I'll be curious to see how long they'll go with him if he does struggle anymore in this half inning.
He's looked confident, sharp. But you're right. I mean, it's a 3-1 game, and it's in the 6th, so it's like you have a very small margin, even though he's pitched really well.
Pitch is low and outside, 2 balls and a strike.
And who does he become if a couple guys string hits together?
Exactly. Well, Wolf with the 1-out triple. Dorsch with the RBI base hit. 3-1. Each team now with 4 hits. Oh my. They call a balk. And so Dorsch down to second base.
I missed that. Did you see what he did?
I did not. And I thought maybe quick pitched him. There's no hesitation from what I could tell, but that may not have been it. Nonetheless, Dorsch is now down at second base. And the pitch inside. Take another look.
Here's another look at it. I saw nothing there.
I think it had to have been the quick pitch because it didn't look like he really hesitated.
Maybe he didn't stop.
Yeah. Here's your 3-1. And he walks him, and all of a sudden this game has changed a lot.
Now we're going to see a little chap out on the mound, I would think.
Jackson Kemp, 0 for 2. Brittingham is out. Bush, Kirk, Jones, and Pippinger, and now the coach will come out and take a visit as well. It's amazing at times how this game can change. You're sailing along, and you get a base hit on the other side, and all of a sudden now things look a whole lot different. You potentially could take the lead right here with Camp coming to the plate. Winner of this game gets Earlham next at 4:30. Tomorrow we will begin at 10 o'clock. We'll go 10, 1:15, 4:30, 7:45, and then by the time we're done with the 8th game of this tournament, we'll have 2 games on Saturday at 1 o'clock and 4:30. If necessary, Sunday at noon. Kemp struck out in the second. He flew out in the 4th. Colvin will now throw to second base. Not much of a lead down there by Dorsch. I love base runners that can play mind games with you and try to get your focus off the hitter, and that's where you make mistakes as a pitcher. Popped him up left side. And it will be an infield fly rule caught there by Kirk, and there's 2 away.
To me, like he took something off that pitch, and it worked.
Well, if you're Colvin, you got to feel pretty good if you can get out of here with only giving up the 1 run.
Oh, yeah.
Here is Zayden Stiller. Stiller is 0 for 2. Takes that pitch for a called strike.
That's what we wanted in the first game in terms of that breaking pitch starting in on the hitter and then breaking over the plate rather than starting on the plate and then breaking out. Yeah, he's going to call out a strike. Oh, no.
No, you're going to let him go down to first.
It's one of the things we saw in the first game. A big out in that game.
Yeah. Here is Kellen Bailey.
I did think he leaned into it. it was going to hit him, but he just kind of exaggerated it.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to ask you this. It doesn't ever seem anymore that you see hitters really try to get out of the way of a pitch. You know, they generally, rule book wise, they tell you that's what they're supposed to do, but you really don't see that, do you?
Yeah, no. It's because every coach in the country tells them not to do it.
Exactly. No balls and a strike now to Bailey. Base is loaded here for the Ravens. They've gotten one. They want more. Bailey is grounded out. He is flown out. This is going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. Hogan will score. Throw to third, not in time. And we're tied at 3 apiece.
Interesting exchange there between the third baseman and Stiller. That's a huge hit. Watch his foot if we stay there long enough. No.
That'll bring up Ian Potts.
You ever seen that clip where Albert Bell gets hit, but he wants to stay and hit? And
Yes.
finally his manager has to come out and escort him to first base.
Pitch low and inside. Yeah, that brings up an interesting point. It should be my choice, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't see why not.
I'm the one that got hit. I
Yeah.
should decide whether I want
Right.
to stay or not. Popped up, foul.
All of a sudden here, Anderson can take the lead.
Yeah, how about that? They were dead in the water here in the 6th inning. The offense doing absolutely nothing, and all of a sudden here they come. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Popped up right side. Pippinger, the second baseman, to squeeze that one for out number 3, but a big inning. 3 runs across. We head to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 3.
Hi, my name is Colton Steiner, and I'm the Esports and Livestream Coordinator here at Bluffton University. Here at Bluffton University, we offer several titles in esports, starting from Overwatch, Valorant, Rocket League, Fortnite, to even some sport games, including Madden, NBA 2K, MLB The Show, and EA College Football. What makes esports here at Bluffton great is, number one, the community. So we're a smaller school in a small town, and honestly, that just feels it creates such a tight-knit environment with gaming. So our esports center is a very spacious room, and we have 10 PCs in there that are equipped with 3070 GPUs, so those are gonna last for a very long time for the games that we play. And this place is just a great spot for people on our team to just come in, spend some time. We have a giant TV in here that we can...
Head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Josh Simpson to lead things off. Simpson, Spears, and Brittingham. And Ritchie, the right-hander, back out for another half inning of work. Anderson finally getting that offense going, tying this game at 3. Simpson, a base hit and a run scored in the 2nd inning. As he takes that first pitch in there for a strike, he's 1 for 2. Pitch low and away.
So Colvin's actually significantly higher in pitch count than Ritchie is.
This one hit well down the line if it stays fair, and this is gone. Simpson, his 9th home run of the season, and the Ravens give the lead right back. It's now 4-3 Hanover.
What did he turn on that?
And he has the home run trot to prove it. 4-3 Panthers. That'll bring up now Fox Spears.
Got a ball game here.
Man. Pitches outside, ball one. Back up the middle. Hogan behind second base. The throw to first in time, one away.
Made that look routine. It's a difficult play.
We'll go back to the 3 games. It was a difference of 2, difference of 2, difference of 1 in their 3 games this year. So right now we're pretty much on par. Brittingham 1 for 2 with a run scored.
Watching Hogan there, that was textbook coming around the baseball.
Popped up on the right side, and Wolf will make the catch, 2 away. Here's Pippinger. Trey today 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. This one hit well down the line and foul. Well, they're jumping a couple of these pitches here in the 6th inning.
We were talking about in the first game when the most runs are scored, 5th through 7th inning.
Yep.
You know, teams, even if it's not a issue of pitcher fatigue, which you kind of responded to, at the very least, like, you've gotten through the lineup a couple times, and that 3rd, 4th time, you know, you have a understanding of how that pitcher's working on a given day.
2 balls and a strike. Trey hitting at only .214 this year. Now 2-2. I think he got just a piece of that one. So 2s across the board here in the bottom of inning number 6. Got him. But the home run by Simpson, we head to the 7th. Hanover leads it by 1.
At the end of the bottom of the 6th, Hanover scored 1 run, 1 hit, with no errors and none.
At Riskwork, we're Team Indiana through and through, from coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
Is it Earlham?
Is it pronounced Earlham?
It's Earlham, and it's a place for
amateur farmers,
Athletes,
artists,
barefooters,
world changers,
do-gooders.
It's a place for champions.
and it'll change your life for good.
Back here in Kokomo as we head to the 7th inning. 4-3, Panthers with the lead. And Colvin back in for another inning of work. This 7th inning brought to you by Wheeler Mission. Dorton is 1 for 3 today, singled back in the 3rd inning.
Leading off the top of the 7th, number 49, Trey Dorton.
Wyatt Colvin, as he fouls that one away. Colvin this season, when you look at some of his numbers, I mean, he's thrown 54 innings. He's actually gotten his ERA down to 6.96. But he really has done a pretty good job. Doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Pitches outside for a ball. I think they have to be very happy with what they've gotten out of him today.
Absolutely.
Check swing. Colvin flips on to Bush. There's one away. It's one of those I really didn't mean to swing as Dorton.
Protect my face.
Yeah, exactly. Danny Baruka will step to the plate 0 for 3 today. He's had a rough afternoon. He is grounded out twice and flown out once. That pitch is low for a ball. So there are 2 in the bullpen now for Hanover. There is now just 1 in the bullpen for the Ravens.
But appears to be a second one, maybe not warming up as in throwing, but just kind of get moving a little bit.
Popped up left side. Kirk the third baseman, Jones the shortstop, and they will not get to it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the number 2 hitter, Baruka.
To your point about no one going for the foul balls in the stands, what do you think about the Savannah Bananas, where you can catch a fly ball for an out as a fan?
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch, ripped to the second baseman, Pippinger, who was playing deep in the hole to make the out.
Yeah, he hit right into the shift.
That would be kind of fun if you have enough people you can count on to at least catch a baseball. Here is Griffin Wolf.
Notice Hanover still at a very similar shift. Third baseman's over about at shortstop. Shortstop's almost behind second base, and the second baseman's out in right field.
Guess who's getting intentionally walked for the second time, and after the triple in the 6th inning, I don't blame him.
I don't think I like that with 2 outs. Especially with the potent hitter behind him.
Well, it worked.
You're asking for trouble. But it did work.
So. Second time. Pippinger, the throw to first in time. Threat done for Anderson. Head to the bottom of the 7th. 4-3 Hanover.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
My name is Andrea Muskell, and I am the Assistant Professor of Accounting here at Franklin College. So I teach principles of accounting, intermediate accounting courses, as well as managerial cost accounting. I also have a course that I teach that's called data management and analysis, which has students delve into their Excel skills as well as their data visual.
Now Rex Richter will take over for the Ravens. Right-hander stepping in here in the 7th inning.
The closer glasses.
He'll face Caden Bush, Trevor Jones, and to the top of the order in Morwick.
Leading off the bottom of the seventh, number 44, Caden Bush.
I don't think we have any numbers on Rex Ricker. No balls and a strike. Richter's second pitch on the way is in there for strike two. Richter working quickly as the 0-2 pitch is outside, 1-2. Bush 2 for 2 today, has a run scored and also has driven in a run. Each team with 5 hits. Swing and a miss. Richter off to a good start. Here's Trevor Jones. After the completion of this game, you're at about 45 minutes until game 3. There's a called strike. Well, Richter's come in ready to go to work. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball in there for strike 2. Quickly 1-2 now to Jones. Jones walked in the second inning, lined out in the 4th. Ground ball to the second baseman, Potts, sliding, throwing, and throws it off the mark.
Well, we gave him a lot of credit earlier for his role in a double play ball to end an inning. But, yeah, it seemed like maybe he slid more than he needed to there. And then he lost his balance.
Yes, he did. Here's Ben Morwick. They give him a hit, though, I do believe.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Morwick is 0 for 3.
I think he could have made the play, but it would have been a very difficult one.
Richter's pitch. Hit to the shortstop. Backs on, up and on. Knocks it down. Throw to first, not in time. And that could be an error on the shortstop, Hogan.
It's probably going to go down as a hit, but I thought he could have made a play for it in the air, and he was kind of passive about it.
Here's Jack Schaefer.
Again, a tough play, but
I don't think they've even scored it yet. Schaefer struck out his last time up.
They want to know what you think first.
Gave him an error.
I think the bigger error was the judgment. Once it hit the ground, it was going to be a very difficult play.
Yeah. Second error now for the Ravens. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now 0-2. Still just one away here in the 7th inning. Blowing outside, 1-2. Schaefer hitting at 289. And time called. I think that for catcher Stiller, we're going to have to get a new receiver. May have run out of batteries on that one, huh? So you can listen to the pitching coach. The 1-2 pitch. Hit into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Jones will score. Heading to third will be Morwick, and now the Panthers lead it 5-3.
It's a huge hit. Both of those plays at second base and at shortstop. Difficult plays. Probably could have been made. Comes back to hurt them. One gets called an error. One gets called a hit. But that's a big insurance run for Hanover.
Well, after the strikeout of Bush to lead off this half inning, Richter's given up the 2 hits and again the error. So now Kirk steps to the plate. Down the line, backhanded by Wolf. Able to knock it down and get the out, but a run will score. That's a great play by Wolf.
It was.
Because if he doesn't get that one, that potentially is going to score another run. And here is Simpson, who hit that towering home run in the 6th inning. Richter's pitch, blowing outside for a ball. Hogan very deep in the hole at short. Pitch low and outside. The 2-0 pitch, called strike. Scoreboard said 3-0, but it's actually 2 balls and a strike. That pitch outside, now 3-1. That is Schaefer down at second base. Simpson has 2 hits today. The 3-1 pitch, hit well but foul. Three balls and 2 strikes.
Some pop in that bat, that's for sure.
Payout pitch on the way is a breaking ball, popped up foul to our right. Schaefer got a great jump down at second base. Pitch low and inside for ball 4. So Simpson's been on base now 3 times today, and here's Spears.
Now batting number 0, Fox Spears.
Fox 0 for 3. He has grounded out twice. He has flown out as well. Richter's pitch misses inside. Stiller has that one get by him. Runners advance.
And another mistake in this inning. Disastrous inning for Anderson.
I believe that would be a pass ball there on Stiller. So now runners at second and third. You see a replay of it right there. Again, that was a ball that Stiller probably should have caught. There's a called strike. Schaefer's at third, Simpson down at second. Richter's pitch. off the end of the bat. Potts at second. Wide throw, and he almost threw it by Wolf, and they get out of the inning. But 2 runs for the Panthers. We head to the 8th inning. Panthers on top of this one, 6-3.
Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
This class is cloud computing. It's all about working in unity. Our professor, Robin Mitchell, he threw us together. Like in November, he gathered a lot of people like, hey, we're going to make a game.
We were never intended to come out with a finished product, but the whole point was for us to learn like how to be self-taught. On that front, I feel like we've accomplished pretty well. We've pretty much learned the basics of an entire game engine with no outside help.
You have a lot of experience now in Unity, which Robin said that's really what matters. He just wanted us to like really work hard, work together, and learn how to communicate on the steps on how to make a Unity video game, how to progress through different areas, how to teach ourselves as well as teach others and work with them.
He divided us into 3 teams. There was a creative team, a development team, and a quality team. And I'm on the development team. Our whole job was just to write the code for the game. Face value, it was, make a game. But like I said, it was about more than that.
We tried our best, and we do have a finished setup for a video game.
Back here in Kokomo, a 8th inning brought to you by Morales Group Staffing. It'll be Hogan, Camp, and Stiller due up. So far, Hanover 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Anderson 3 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. Hogan today singled back in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th, walked and scored one of the 3 runs in the 6th inning. And Colvin back in. This one hit down the line. It's going to stay fair. Heading to 2nd will be Hogan. The throw not in time, and a stand-up double for Hogan. His 2nd hit, been on base now 3 times.
You have to think that's got to be close to the end of the night for Colvin.
Pitch hitting for Anderson, number 28, Ben Brown.
We'll have a pinch hitter for Camp as the DH as Ben Brown will come in here in the 8th inning.
It may also show a little bit of the level of confidence that Hanover has in their bullpen in this moment.
Pitch missing low and outside.
If Colvin's their best shot to win, then Colvin's their best shot to win.
Brown 231 on the year. A home run, 5 runs driven in. Lifts this one high and foul. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. No activity right now in the Ravens bullpen. Pitch is low, 2-1. This one hit well into left center field. Schaefer coming over. Schaefer on the run makes the catch. Hogan will tag and advance to 3rd.
Good awareness and base running there. Center fielder's running away from 3rd base. So even if he catches it, it's going to be difficult to plant and make that throw on a dime.
Zayden Stiller is 0 for 2 today. He was hit by a pitch back in the 6th inning. So 1 away here in the top of the 8th. Popped up foul.
Colvin's been popping up hitters all game long.
No balls and a strike. 1 away, runner at 3rd. And he'll bunt it. Right back to Colvin. Colvin able to field, and they're going to have the runner at third, tag him out, and that's going to do it for Hogan. Not a great base running play by Hogan.
Well, and maybe just as importantly, a great play by Colvin, because he turned his body as if he were going to throw it to first, and then by the time he turned back around, we'll get another look at it here. He just turns his body enough. There's the bunt. He takes a look.
And then once he took a look, Hogan bit on it, didn't he?
Yep.
That pitch in there for a strike.
And again, another huge mistake in this inning for Anderson.
Here is Kellen Bailey. He singled in the 6th inning.
If it holds for Hanover, Anderson will have to look back at the 7th and 8th inning as some missed opportunity.
The stretch by Colvin in the pitch, low and outside. The 1-1 pitch. That one jammed him. Colvin a chance to get out of this half inning. This would be big. Get 8 innings out of this young man right here. Pitches inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's just over the 100 pitch mark. Again, as you look back at Anderson's decision to pull Ritchie, he was at 70.
Diving the third baseman. Throw on to first, cannot get him. Kirk made a nice play to knock that one down, but everybody is safe.
And that would have been the run right there.
Now batting number 3, Ian Potts.
Here's Ian Potts. Potts is 0 for 3. Each team now with 7 hits. Bailey now 2 for 4. And Colvin's pitch is inside for a ball. Hit down the line and foul. One ball and 1 strike. Grounded left side. Jones throw to first and in time. That'll do it here in the 8th. 6-3 Hanover.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
The heart of a lion means following your passion with an intensity unmatched by others. The heart of a lion means following your passion with an intensity unmatched by others.
By the way, Rex Richter, 46 innings this year, an ERA of 5.09. He gave up a couple of runs in the 7th inning. hoping to shut things down here in the bottom of the 8th. As we look ahead to the 9th inning, you have the top of the order due up for Anderson. Winner will play Earlham in the next game. That'll be about 45 minutes after the completion of this one.
Do you think Hanover will pitch to Wolf?
No. That one hit into center field, and making the catch is Dorton. There's one away.
Now on the plate, number 6, Trey Pippinger.
Brittingham a quick out. Here's Pippinger, 0 for 3. Swing and fouling this one away as Pippinger had a good cut at that first pitch. He was a strikeout victim back in the 6th inning. Now quickly down at 0-2. Boy, swing and a miss on a pitch way outside, and Pippinger out number 2. He has struck out for the 2nd time, and here's Bush.
Now batting number 44, Caden Bush.
Caden Bush 2 for 3, has an RBI. Hits this one well into center field. Dorton, though, a few steps back in a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 9th. Hanover leads at 6-3.
Poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh main lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
The heart of a lion means following your passion with an intensity unmatched by others. The heart of a lion means following your passion with an intensity unmatched by others.
Well, Coleman's going to be back in here in the 9th inning, and what a lift it would be for him to get a complete game. That would save their bullpen for their next game. Dorton, Baruka, and Wolf all due up for the Ravens. Ravens lose this, they will play tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Dorton 1 for 4, had a single back in the 3rd inning. And the pitch is low for a ball. By the way, I was watching the pitch clock out there. They have not reset it. They started it over a minute. This one fouled off.
Could have come in one of these windows.
Did you see them all jump down there?
Yeah, especially Jerry.
Chopper foul. And we'll go to 1-2. Our producer is located in the fun box. That's where they're having all the good times down there. If you're in that box, there's all kinds of great discussions you'd like to be a part of.
Champagne and stuff.
Oh my gosh. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch up high. 2-2 now to Dorton. Off the end of the bat foul. Dorton is the leadoff hitter. Want to get this guy on base. Break-even pitch, and it almost hit him.
I'm not sure how it didn't hit him.
Dorton probably thinking, anywhere close in the area there, I'm getting out of the way. 3-2 pitch. Lifted into right field. The catch easily made by the right fielder, Spears. There's one away.
Now at the plate, number 45, Daniel Baruka.
Here's Baruka. He is 0 for 4 today. Pitch outside. The 1-0 pitch hit foul. One ball, 1 strike, 1 away as we play here in the top of the 9th inning. Good look right there, Daniel. That one fouled straight back. The 1-2 pitch, just outside, 2-2. Panther crowd wanted a call there, didn't they?
Yes, they did, and we have a pretty good view of how much of a ball it was.
Break-even pitch on the way, outside, 3-2. The 3-2. Lost him.
Good at bat there for Baruka. Thought that last one was close enough. He probably shouldn't have been swinging, but.
Now batting number 7, Griffin Wolf.
So Baruka down at first base. Here's Wolf, and they're going to let him hit this time.
That's an interesting choice.
He has been intentionally walked twice, but not this time.
If you want to try to follow the logic, so they have a three-run lead. The guy behind him can hit the ball out of the ballpark. So if you walk him there, suddenly you've got the game-tying home run with a bat in his hand.
Pitch is low.
But it's still interesting.
Throw to first, and a very close play. Baruka looked like he might have been leaning towards second. Two balls, no strikes now to Wolf. He has been on base all 4 times. There's a called strike.
Surprised he was watching that pitch at 2-0.
Colvin's pitch hit well in the gap, and that's going to fall in for extra bases. Rounding second, Baruka on to third, and they will hold him there in a double by Wolf, and this game isn't over yet.
Wolf has 3 walks, 2 of them intentional, right?
Yep.
And 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Pretty good day at the office.
Here's Dorsch.
Or was his first one a triple?
A triple back in the 6th inning.
A double, a triple, and 3 walks.
I would have walked him again. But now runners at second and third, still just 1 away. The tying run at the plate in Dorsch. And he hits this one hard. Knocked down by Bush.
Great play.
A race to the bag. He'll get it. The run will score, but 2 outs. What a play by Bush.
I'm pretty surprised that before, and now we're going to get it. Pretty surprised that they didn't talk to Colvin before that at bat.
We're going to have a pitching change for the Panthers. They lead at 6-4.
Nanotechnology is in so many different facets of our lives that we don't even realize. So the easy thing is smartphones, nanoscale chips that are in the smartphones. Something else you don't think about are the sensors in all of our cameras. Those sensors that give us the pretty pictures are made by nano engineers. Glitter, it's everywhere, right? Parents' worst nightmare. It's actually a highly designed structure of thin films that they create to have a certain effect. And so that's why you have a single colored glitter, you have a color shift glitter. That's nano engineering.
Hanover will look to close this out. Josh Simpson making his 9th appearance, 13 1/3 innings, 11 hits, 6 runs all earned, 14 strikeouts and 8 walks. A 1-0 record with an ERA of 4.05, opposing teams hitting him at a .220 clip.
Interesting that they go with him here because he's not super tested through the regular season. And, you know, we had that conversation in the first game about, you know, complete games, pitch count, that sort of thing. Colvin goes 8 2/3, 128 pitches. That's pretty rare.
Yeah.
And again, I do think it speaks to Hanover's bullpen a little bit.
Well, Simpson now double duty, DHing and now pitching, and has that sidearm release and misses outside to Hogan.
His stuff does have a lot of movement on it. I was watching the warm-ups.
Hogan, couple of base hits today. Foul tip. Held on there by Brittingham, though I think Brittingham may have taken a piece of a bat from Hogan right there on that backswing. 2 away as we play here in the 9th inning. Anderson trying to rally. Down by 2 with a tying run at the plate. The pitch outside.
I'm a little bit surprised that Hogan even swung before he got a called strike.
Here's the 2-1. Well, that's a nice pitch. Ravens now down to their final strike. The break-even pitch, lined base hit.
Wow.
Hogan heading to second. Here comes the throw, not in time, and it's now 6-5. Hogan's second double.
Now batting number 28, Ben Brown.
And here's Brown. Ben flew out in the 8th inning. He pinch hit for Camp, who went 0 for 3. And right now Hanover trying to hold on. The tying run now at second base. The pitch, called strike.
So I'm coming up with a scouting report for Simpson's stuff. He likes to work that outside corner with that sidearm that moves. The time
inside corner.
That time he goes back into the inside, which was a good job on his part.
Boy, and if you're Brown here, you got to really protect. Just a .231 hitter on the year. The pitch. Ooh, foul tipped. Still 0-2. Number 1 seed ready to play next. That's Earlham. Ooh, just missed outside.
Hit his spot. His catcher was set up there in the right-handed batter's box.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch by Simpson. Fouled off.
Nice job by Brown. Got our money's worth in the second one.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned it earlier, the way these two teams played each other close in 3 regular season games.
Recent regular season games.
Exactly. The stretch and the 1-2 pitch. Lifted high in the air to right field. Spears going back on it. It is gone.
And that was before the home run that we got our money's worth. Holy smokes.
Brown, the 2-run shot, and the Ravens lead it 7-6.
Wow.
4 runs in the 9th inning.
Could easily overlook. Would love to get into the mind of Tyler Rabatsky in terms of why he made that decision to put Brown into the game.
Yeah.
But it sure worked out.
Well, Ben Brown right now the hero. And this game changed very dramatically.
Wow.
Anderson 6 runs, or I should say 3 runs in the 6th inning, 4 runs in the 9th.
And now a flurry of activity in the Anderson bullpen as you got to figure out who can close this thing out.
And here is Stiller. Pitches inside for a ball.
I can't believe that just happened.
They were 1 strike away from winning this game. There's a swing and a miss. Third extra base hit in the 9th inning, also for Anderson. There's the strike. The stretch and the 1-2 pitch, right back to Simpson. Problem was, 1 hitter too late. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Anderson leads it 7-6.
In today's rapidly evolving energy landscape, compliance is more than just a checklist. It's the foundation of operational reliability, safety, and trust. And here in Indianapolis, we're honored to be at the heart of that mission. We collaborate with asset owners, operators, helping them stay ahead of NERC standards and grid demands. Our electrical engineering and compliance experts provide hands-on support tailored to your fleet. As expectations rise and regulations evolve, you deserve a partner who brings more than just expertise. You need commitment, clarity, and confidence.
A typical day for me on campus is in the morning I usually have classes up until noon. Then I'll usually go to lunch and hopefully grab some friends and eat lunch with them. Go to the library, get some homework done, and then by that time it's usually like 4 or 5, and then I have a lot of different extracurricular club organizations that I meet with and have my weekly meetings. My favorite class I've taken has probably been ceramics, which I'm taking right now. And the reason why I say that is because I've never taken a class where it's all hands-on work. And ceramics has really opened this world of creativity that I never thought that I would find. So my favorite place to study on campus would be the fishbowl, to be exact, in the library. There is a whiteboard, there's a lot of space on the table, so I'm able to really spread my work out. But again, it's also on the collaborative side, so people are able to walk by, and if I see someone I know, I always wave them in so I can talk to them and say hi.
That young man right there, Richter, has a chance to get the win thanks to Brown's second home run of the year. And it could not have come at a better time for an Anderson team that was down to their final strike. Trevor Jones will lead it off. Jones 1 for 2 today with a run scored, part of a 2-run seventh. He's been on base twice. Richter's first pitch, outside for a ball. I'm not sure what to tell he's going to happen now.
Yeah, as much action as we've had in this game, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we're not done yet.
Here's the 1-0. Called strike. Anderson now 10 hits. That's low.
Division III, high school, pro. Good baseball is good baseball, and this has been an excellent baseball game.
Yeah. Two teams trying to make sure they don't get into that loser's bracket lookout. 2-2. We know from experience how difficult it is to come out of the loser's bracket and try to win this tournament. Breaking pitch got him looking. Great pitch by Richter. One away. Here's Morwick. Now, I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but when you went to 6 teams in this tournament, when Earlham won it in 2017, it was 4. They went to 6 right after that. This one is a fly ball into shallow center, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. So Morwick, a 1-out single, and the Panthers are still alive.
I don't think he would have got it anyway, but Dorton stumbled on his first step. So if he was going to get it, that was the end of that. But again, I don't think he gets there anyway.
Jack Schaefer will step to the plate. Schaefer singled in the 7th inning. 1 for 3 today, was hit by pitch back in the 1st inning. I was about ready to say, though, it is very difficult. That one right back to the pitcher, Richter. There's one there. The relay to first, and Anderson finishes it out with a double play, and they rally to win and advance. What a win for the Ravens. 1-6-3 double play to finish it out. And what a come from behind win, thanks to a young man, Ben Brown, who did not start today. He came in as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning. He flew out. He had 2 strikes on him in the 9th inning, and then hits a 2-run home run. And the Ravens have won it as the number 5 seed over the number 4 seeded Hanover Panthers. Question is now for Anderson, do they have much energy left for the next game? Because number 1 seeded Earlham is coming up next in about 45 minutes. That game, by the way, took over just a little over 2 hours to play. But your final score, Anderson 7 with 4 runs in the 9th inning. Anderson 7, Hanover 6. Game 3 of the tournament at about 45 minutes right here on HCAC.TV.